What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's a hot summer's day here in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm hanging out in the beer shed, getting ready to check out this sweaty beer can. And this is Wonka Chocolate Stout, and this is from Mispillion River Brewing. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And they are out of Milford, Delaware. Now, this beer was sent to me by my buddy Pete. So Pete has been a good friend of the channel since I started. Pete and I went to school together. We were in Boy Scouts together when we were kids. He's a great dude, and he's always kind and generous enough to send me out awesome Philly area beers whenever he has the opportunity. Now, he knows I'm a big fan of stouts, so he sent me out the last one. Was the Choco John that I did, and the Wonka one. I said I wasn't going to do two stouts in one day, but the last one was so good. I know it's hot. I know it's not stout weather, but I'm a stout boy. I need a stout beer, and this seemed like another perfect one. So this here is supposed to be a chocolate, I guess like a milk stout. On the can here it says, Wonka, we are the beer makers, and we are the nappers of naps. Wonka Chocolate Stout, a 6.3% ABV decadent chocolate bomb. I like that. Recognize the child in all of us as we struggle against the vermicious nids in our lives. And it says, Mispillion River Brewing. What's this other thing here? It says Tom's. It says something here. I can't see what it says. Something by Tom Ryan Studio. I wonder if he did the artwork for the can. It's a very small font here. And I need new glasses. I'm not able to read this right now. But looks pretty decent. And we have the Wonka type imagery on the front there. So you see the outfit, I guess, Willy Wonka would have. Question becomes, is this Gene Wilder Willy Wonka, which I grew up with, or maybe the new Johnny Depp one, which is, I'm going to hope it's the old Gene Wilder one. 6.3% ABV, 20 IBUs. It does pretty good on the socials here. So I guess Untappd 3.84 with about 2,000 check-ins, so quite a few. And on Beer Advocate, a 4.13 with a 90. Outstanding. So it looks like Pete came through with a hell of a beer ratings-wise. I'm fighting off sweating in here profusely. Hopefully this beer will help me out. Color, this is pretty dark, obviously. I'm going to go just 40 or 41 off the top of the chart. It looks pretty black. I was trying to see if it had like a cola thing. It's just straight black. Opaque. You can't see a damn thing through that. The head, I don't know. The head seemed to dissipate rather quickly, and it's kind of doing the fisheye things. It's kind of thin, khaki, and fish eyes. Is what it is. Let's give it a sniff. I'm used to having the head in there to block it, and I Anderson that one. It's chocolatey, but I will say this. I expected this to be more chocolatey than the Choco John, and the Choco John smelled more chocolatey than this, so is what it is. Now, it does smell chocolate, just not that massive chocolate hit like the last one had. Let's give it a shot. Now, the body on this is much better than on the Choco John in that this is more medium full, as opposed to the last one was kind of a lighter bodied. And I think they had that listed as a porter. It could be like a tweener between a porter and a stout. This body is more stout, obviously. Very smooth, more medium full. As to the taste, yeah, it's all right. I think up front it's quite sweet. It is a milk stout, and you definitely get that lactose kind of kick like you get from milk sugars. It's okay. I was expecting a bit more, to be honest. You definitely get chocolate sweetness. It's definitely quite smooth. But the strange thing is this. The body's kind of there, but I expected it to be creamier. You know what I mean? It's got a decent body. It's got a decent taste, but it doesn't really have that creaminess that I was hoping for with the milk stout. As far as flavors, I think you definitely get some roasty notes like you would get from a stout from the roasted grain. You definitely pick up some sweetness from the lactose, from the milk sugars. You definitely get, I would say, maybe kind of like a faint hit of a coffee taste as well, which is more kind of like the bittering bit of it. Ratings-wise, it says 90 outstanding. I think it's decent. I think it's a good beer. I just think 90 might be a little bit high. It's still quite good, don't get me wrong. Let me check a date on here. Oh, shnikes. This is old boy. This says this was canned in 21. So this is 3-year-old stout. Well, stouts tend to age okay, so it's not that big of a deal. That might explain a little bit of the taste kind of dropping off a wee bit. But like I said, I think you get... There's a fly in here driving me nuts. It's very angry and wants my beer, apparently. You get the roastiness. You get a little bit of a coffee hit. You kind of get a big sweet, chocolatey, lactose type sweetness to it. You almost get a little bit of a caramel malt as well. And it's a pretty solid beer. The only thing I would say is maybe because it's a bit older, maybe the taste is degraded a tiny bit, but I still think it's a good beer. Do I think it's a 90 outstanding? Yeah, maybe. It's close. It's a very good beer. I don't know if I would give it an A. I'm probably more B+, but maybe the age has played in a little bit. But for whatever it's worth, even for a 3-year-old beer, it's still pretty damn good. So, Wonka Chocolate Stout from Mispillion Brewing out of Delaware. Don't get too many Delaware beers, so thrilled to be able to try this. Get out of here, buddy. It's fly. I'm going to have to make him spit it out if he drinks any of it. Thumbs up on the beer. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Have you tried this Wonka Chocolate Stout? If so, let me know what you think about it. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty decent. I think I've had maybe 1 or 2 other beers from Mispillion that Pete or Wayne or somebody sent me, and they've all been pretty solid. So are there any other offerings from this brewery I should be keeping my eyes out for? Hey, let me know in the comments. Till next time. Cheers.